full of evidence. He breaks the Matthew's code of silence every time he speaks about his It is hard to believe Michael Franzese's now very public profile has not attracted the attention of his former colleagues. What do people in the mob think about the life of that?
Well, most of the people are pretty upset about it. I still till today, I get every once in a while the FBI will come to me and they'll tell me, Michael, be careful. We're getting word from our informants. Your name is coming out again. People aren't happy with you. So, I think they just look at it as a betrayal, and that's it at this point.
If they feel that you betrayed them, what might their reaction be?
Well, I had a contract over my life. I'll tell you where the blessing is for me. The boss of my family, Persico, who was my boss at the time, was now doing life in prison. He was extremely upset when I walked away, and if he were on the street, I would even trouble, because I don't believe he would ever rest until I was a dead man. But, he's doing life in prison. His son, who took over the family at some point, and had that same kind of feeling towards me, he's doing life in prison. So it's almost like one of my enemies are either dead or in prison for the rest of their lives. It just worked out that way.
Do you understand why people might be very skeptical about someone who occupied such a senior place in the point could now profess such a deep Christian faith?
I understand that. And part of what I tell people, if I was in the audience listening to me, I don't know if I believe me either, because it is a pretty fantastic transformation to be where I was and have the mentality that I had back then, and to be transformed into what I believe now. Trevor, when you come to Christ, you don't get a lot of people. I don't forget anything that I did on the street, and I know what people are doing to me. But I fight hard against those feelings, and that's how it's worked for me.
I know quite understand why you changed as a person. What do you need to go around the country publicizing what this faith is done?
This wasn't a plan of mine. It just kind of happened. I'm probably the most fortunate, most blessed person that you can point to, because honestly, I should be dead in prison for the rest of my life. You spend 20 years on the street, you are blessed. You can get out of that and have a transformation, and I don't forget that. I remember that almost daily.
Michael's transformation has given him happiness and a comfortable existence. But his family knows he'll never fully escape the shadow of his former life.
Business. Just as callous as that. That's what post-martial is. If you have a conscience, you're in trouble. You guys talk that the business and that was not negotiate. I have more than dozens of victims. I bring it to a hundred people.
In his 25 years in the Navy, John Elite's life was scarred by violence. He says he can't put behind him the memory of those he killed and the many more he hurt. But how does a man, brutalized by what he's done, adjust to a normal life? John is taking me to meet someone who helps him keep out of trouble and stay out of prison. What do you think your friends in the mafia would have thought that they knew you were seeing and confiding, to some extent, in a therapist?
Well, a lot of guys in the life are coming, so they're more, they would think you're talking about something. They wouldn't understand how that therapy works. It's not the case. You're also talking about the personality issues that control of your personality or your thoughts.
You find it useful to see it.
Yeah, very useful. When I was under stress, I was obsessed with going through something and not really what was at hand, which was the guy was so small on the street. So it was kind of crazy. But I was like, instead of worrying about shootings and killings and getting killed and being killed, I redirect my thoughts to something ridiculous and a flu, say, and over-exaggerate that. Because I guess I didn't want to deal with, reality, what was really on my mind.
A couple of times a week, Elite sees his therapist. How did you approach a therapy session with somebody who had such an extraordinary violent life?
The first thing I wanted to know was what his experience was in prison. And when I learned that he had been in isolation for so many years, I knew immediately he'd have to have suffered from post-traumatic stress.
It's strange to hear you talk like that, because I would have thought the first concern of yours would have been not so much his isolation in prison, but what he'd done to get himself there.
Well, I had to learn about his coping skills, because if I'm going to work with him, I have to know, how did he deal with the worst? Because if he's out here and he wants to go straight, which he's made very clear to me, I need to know, okay, what are your coping skills when something really bad is going to happen that you hate? How are you going to handle that?
Were you always surprised that a person with such a violent past, with such an amazingly horrific past, would come to someone like you?
Absolutely. And I'm amazed that he could even do that, because I really don't know that person. See, I see the heart of John, not the horror. I see what I call the heart of him, not his shadow.
Is it possible for you to say whether John has actually managed to turn his life around?
So far, yes, I can say that so far. But as far as the future, I'm no fortune teller. I don't know what anyone's future will be. I don't know if there's a trigger that he won't handle. So I can't predict, but I can tell you so far, absolutely. Yeah.
I have never seen any family of any member of that life that have gone through tremendous challenges and struggles as a result of that person's membership in that life.
At 12 years old, I wanted to be a captain of the Gambino family. That was my goal. Not to be a lawyer, not to be president of the United States. I wanted to be captain of the Gambino family because that's what I idolized. When I go home, if somebody tells you they're sleeping sound, there's something wrong with them. If they don't want to leave it down. Those days are done. I lived many years ago. I can't get that back.
For as long as he could remember, John Elite dreamed of becoming part of the mafia. His story is typical of many young men who come from neighborhoods like these. Well, that's where you grew up.
Yeah, right through it. There's all my friends lived on this block in the back on the corner. My childhood friend used to live in this house.
So this is very much your area.
Yeah, this is my area. This brings back some memories. We ran the streets day and night from little kids as good kids, and we ran them as we got bad too.
What are your reflections, John, when you come back to this place today?
So many memories, good and bad, and I love being here. I just feel like I'm back home.
Well, was it always a breeding ground for mafia crime?
Oh yeah. As a kid, everybody in this neighborhood was involved with the streets, so I was educated here more in the mob life and street life than anything legitimate.
Do you remember the first time you crossed the line into the world of crime?
Depending what you're talking about. If you're talking about the line of crime of violence, as far as hurting somebody, I was very young. As far as shooting somebody, I was probably about 20 at the time, 19 or 20 or so. Baseball batting, 16, 17, that started.
What was the incident when you shot somebody at the age of 19 or 20?
Retribution for one of my other friends getting shot. So I just went back and shot a guy that shot one of my friends. You know, it was every day. It wasn't like anything specific. A guy goes to work every day and he delivers milk. We went to work every day and hurt somebody, shot somebody, and killed somebody. It was nothing. You get used to it after a while. It was nothing but a regular day routine of work.
Today, John really comes back to the streets he once controlled.
We played baseball together when we were kids.
He has no reason to do so, and the risk of reprisals remains. Elik accepts that as the cost of attempting to change his life around. His life of crime afforded him the luxury of millions in his early 20s. Now, at 52, he has to start again. These images conjure up a picture of what life could be for you on the good side, but it also talks about the horror of being in prison and on the line.
I joked about this. No, I mean the small print. Because when you read the small print, it's not really what it's cracked up to be. You watch kids out on the street today. They see me, and some of them understand a little bit about the life through family, through friends, and they have a diluted version of it. Or they see me and say, well, gee, she's a nice guy. Because they only see me on the surface. They don't see the other side of me when I was killing and hurting people on a regular basis. And they can't really picture it because they weren't there. You wish you could take that kid and tell you, here, watch the other side of me. Because if you think I'm such a nice guy, and watch me butcher this guy. And then understand, stay away from this life because it's bullshit. So you try to teach, this is a shortcut to hell. You're going to live a good life, and then you're going to suffer like no one's ever suffered before. You're in solitary confinement. Guys can't do 3 weeks in solitary confinement. I spent almost a decade locked down a 23-hour prison like that.
Did you consciously decide to take another course in life, or did you think, I must be more careful and not get caught?
When I'm sitting in that cell in Brazil and everybody's turning on me, and I'm getting word with mobile phones, and I'm violent myself in that jail to survive, and I'm saying to myself, I still believe in this. Somewhere in my mind, I'm believing in something, and I'm getting phone calls, well, your 2 cousins testified against you, your other cousin testified against you, your 2 business partners testified against you, and you start saying, where is all this loyalty? Obviously, I believe in the Gambino family, which is a joke. Those same guys, I didn't see them giving an envelope to my kid's mother, who's my wife. There was that envelope to my children. So when the guys are stealing my nightclub money, where's that guy that's supposed to shoot him in the head? Because I'm still in that life. Where are they? They tell me things are too hot. They hang up on me, they steal my money. They didn't steal $10. They were stealing millions. And then I started realizing I go back into the same paperwork, how many guys turned on me. And I believed in something that didn't exist. And I learned. I believe the way everybody else does, like me and enjoy life the right way.
Ever leave that life? Do you ever reach a stage where it doesn't in any way impinge on your life now?
No, I don't think you can entirely. You know, I can use any. A doctor's always going to be a doctor when he retires. A ball player's always going to be a ball player when he retires. A gangster's always going to be a gangster. But because I quit doesn't mean the rest of the world quit. And whether I like it or not, that path is going to follow me. I just got to deal with it right later.
For more than 100 years, the man has always young men into its service. Tonight in New York City, it's estimated that there are more than 7,000 members still going about their business.
Here, this is the on button, and just nothing. Okay, let's remove this bottom case fully here. There we go. Ribbon cable looks a little smashed, but not too bad other than that. I'm not sure why this wouldn't want to turn on. Let's check this battery, make sure the battery's good. But lucky me, it would just be a fuse or something. And the battery has 3.7 volts. That should be plenty to get this thing to turn on. All right. What can we check next? All right, so let's check the fuses on this real quick. Now, they're not marked, but this I can tell is a fuse. Let's turn our meter on here. Yep. And there's at least one more. There's one right over here. That one's fine. And I don't see any other fuses on this board, at least on this side. I think what I'm going to do is get this board out and have a look at the other side and see if we can see anything else. Right now, I don't see any reason this shouldn't be turning on. All right, got everything disconnected from this. Let's have a look at the other side of the board. Oh boy, I don't see anything obvious going on here. Now, this was from somebody that emailed me, so I read back through the email, and they said that they tried to do a repair on it, and when they were done, it wouldn't work. This volume slider over here is broken, so that's something we would have to replace as well. Let's look for shorts. So I'm just going to look around on the board and just see if I find any shorts anywhere. So I've looked on the front and back side of the board, and there are shorts on this board. So this kind of worried me that they were working on this board and they might have shorted the PIC out, which is a BGA chip over here. Well, let's just check a few things. Voltage. Let's plug in a charger and see if it lights up. Nope, nothing. Okay, let's check. See if we have voltage. 3.7, okay. 3.7. 3.7. Okay, we have voltage all the way through all of this. Unfortunately, I don't know where the voltage goes next. It might come over here to the PMIC. Let's just see if we have any voltage on any of these capacitors. 3.7. So we do have 3.7 coming in over here to the PMIC. Now one of these chips over here, one of these capacitors over here should show 5 volts. I'm not seeing that anywhere. So I'm guessing maybe the PMIC is turned out. I just have nothing to go on though. So I think rather than trying to figure out what component or components are burned out on this board or not working on this board, especially without a schematic, I think our best bet is going to be to get another board. These are like $50. I actually have one here from another 2DS XL. So I'm going to install that into this 2DS XL, and we'll see if that will get it working. Obviously it should, because I know the board is working. I hate to give up on this one, but with this type of problem, I just have nowhere to go on it. and I could spend hours trying to figure it out, but at some point, it's just a rabbit hole that I don't want to go down. So let's get the replacement board installed into the 2DS XL, and at least enjoy watching it turn on. So this is one of the most difficult parts of this whole thing, is getting all these ribbon cables up through the holes they need to go through. I'm gonna start with this one. Come on. Okay, that one's there. Oh, this one's all ready to come up here. That one's there. This one goes just like that. Oh, there we go. Okay, these are going actually not too difficult so far anyway. Gotta get this guy up here. Alright, that actually wasn't too bad. I gotta get them all plugged in, get the battery in, put all the screws in, and try this thing out. And back cover is all on. This better start up after all of this. Let's try it out. Oh, there we go. I thought it wasn't starting up. I just didn't press the button all the way. There we go. So even though we sort of cheated on this one, it's still working and it's still paying. Well, let's move on to number 10. And number 10, I have a note that says it doesn't read games. So let's just double check. Make sure that's true. Definitely does not read games. Okay, let's see if we can have a look at the game slot. Oh, I need to change the screen brightness. There we go, that's better. Okay, and if we look down here at the pins in the slot, these ones, those might be okay. These ones over here are good. These ones are much lower. So I'm going to hook my dental pick around them and just bend them up. See if that's going to be enough to get this working. What happens is these get bent down and they don't contact the game pins when the game goes in. So, okay, is that good enough though? The other thing we're looking for is any of these that are broken. I don't see any that are broken. I wish I could get more light down in there for a better view, but that's just as good as I got. Okay, let's put the game back in and see if that's enough to get it working. Here we go. Game in. And there we go. So number 10 was a super easy fix, but I'll certainly take that after the last few. Well, let's move on to number 11. And our other one just came in. I'm excited about this one, and I think you're going to love it. But we'll do this one last. Let's move on to number 11. And number 11 is another new 3DS. We get a blue light when we try to turn it on. Nothing on the screen.
Hey, what's up? Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for saying hi. We're just trying to get out some broken bolts here. So we're going to be heating up the flange. How are we doing today? Okay. This one just break out. Try something bigger. Okay. There we go. We get you?
Boy, them people that are stuck fucking long, boy. Almost a whole hour.
You get you?
Yeah.
Change that one at $45.
The man, huh?
I tell you, man, go to fuck home. Don't find any shops already. They said done already, so this could move and clean up that stuff. Just figure for work good. The man in front of the shop send this thing in for me for take out them bolt to the brick. The man there always work for always is. Eh?
Pass a chicken place and get some chicken. Jerk chicken. You know what the fuck you check? Blaze up in that way, you say. But yeah, we spent almost a whole fucking hour and 45 minutes.
You see you lost. You see you got to
But
come
no
back.
one thing, a vehicle and I get good, when you have to turn
That's not bricks in there.
boy,
That's not traction
boy,
in
you
there.
can go tell you that too.
We can tell you because you go
Because
pass us with that
ABS,
boy.
because the ABS thing, vehicle I get a fucking traction,
And
but
the
it's like you
tire
got
them-
to me.
Tire them not good.
All of me, even pass a Honda thing to check out the line. He might never give me diagrams, he might make me think of one fucking line.
So you see line.
We see line at 2 piece.
And we got a piece. How much you got a piece?
Piece of, or a piece of 125.
And you could don't get a long time
We
to
go
sell.
down, get on, give VIP for go down.
So me VIP must don't come back. Done a month.
You want chicken, yeah. You think you man in there, me buy 2 pounds of chicken.
I said you man, you fucking hang around too much man. You keep around too much.
But yeah, me say, boy, how the fuck son not tell me this vehicle not get no
But you need a good tire.
you not get no good fucking brakes, you not get no good traction.
Yeah, you have to drive caution with that.
But yeah, when you turn corner like the vehicle, you make a fucking twist the one time. You say, the fuck I see here?
Yeah, like man.
But should even them brand even not fucking warm.
That's a pain in my ass last time, dear boy. You don't even know. I got money for take out stitch.
Mm-hmm.
You
What
know,
happened?
I know you see why bolt and come out, because then he carry the brake, so you don't take out 2, 1 more left to take out. Look like power steering motor, electric power steering. Get that finish almost, I don't know if it shocks. You just have to help me press down that thing if you get 1 bolt. And then that finish too. So long Chico gone, boy, you see what Chico gone fucking Japanese?
Let me tell you,
Bricks for that not go down, you have to take. If it is for the main road, it's good. When the road wet, that the main, but stone road, boy, you can't drive that. My car now better than up on fucking stone road.
When I come on the 100 dealer boy, make you fucking stop.
You know, stop, boy, you
You not fucking stop.
You move still,
But
escape.
something that come.
The wheel escape, you
Something that
stop.
come, you have to fucking rush out and
If
make
you
a
could-
hard left.
If you could stop on that, but you fucking wheel escape still. Not saying I stop.
But if you gonna stop,
Yeah, but if you could wheels now move a slide.
but no stone even like the car and clean up.
But here you be a cutting. What problem? The last bolt will come out. If anything in second, yeah, come out. You have to use 2 bolt for this boy.
Let the Allen P.
Then break off.
Let's get one of the whole fucking thing to break.
Yeah, let's try.
My sister don't even fucking want me. I'm not putting nobody to fucking run out of me because I'm just give away, but like I say, when you're telling you if you got like you want fucking spin around the road.
Yeah.
So why man I buy 2 stocks?
That's expensive, you said.
The right thing with high maintenance fucking people, when I buy a people I buy part expensive.
Last one was your problem, huh? Last one. It's a good question, son.
I wait so I'm going to fucking young. That is why I never leave home all this time, boy. Just on the way I walk. And when I go to place the man, they can't get you no fucking time.
When I sleep, I get up and take my thing and go to bed and go back to sleep when it was 5 o'clock, shower, thing out the plaster thing, then thing I'll go sleep, get to painkiller. And she rest that car, me fucking 6:45, 7 o'clock. Me do a truck, but he fucking can't go full drive. Me never see fucking car me do before. So that's a boy, right now we can't do no mobile work and we can't hang on the truck right now. Me some barely fucking hanging in there right now for go fucking fight a big truck for kill myself. He call me never say the truck not go for hill over some customer. But he answer the phone. So me get a call from a man and get it and he come 10 o'clock and he call me and we wake up again.
So you're from probably come out of bed.
They're proud enough to fucking sleep plus with a pain in his game and fucking thing but you don't know. There's nobody spend so much pain but being able to touch this. I'm glad sorry. I think when the stitches then come out you'll better, you'll heal because stitches then still in your foot. But then fucking they're hard fucking stuff boy. Boss all the fucking stitch boy. Well you never know what's going on with this boy. Fucking John boy.
But when we get my finger damaged, boy, man, they stitch up my hand. The hand I well now, then these stitches come out, same thing. Me I see fucking the guy that put black stitches in. Me I see stitches in my hand. He wanna tell me how the stitch don't come out.
Yeah, the next thing.
Boy, I
I'm
said, when he had no well, he had to get tight and tighter, boy. I said, boy,
Stitch in it.
still fucking stitch in my hand, boy. Now if I go cut my finger now,
Find that day.
to pull out that boy, I'm more than walk. But me bow.
Did I love you? Did I numb your flesh? Numb? They numb you?
No more.
I think that's a feedback.
I remember that
fucking
night
feel
me
it.
go in the community.
Oh, God, I said that nowhere, but man, feel my biscuit now. If you cry out, fucking thing, boy. I said, fuck this boy. But I'm looking at it too much of the next thing, but I can break out the piece. Otherwise, the last one will come out. But steady go, let's go up with three bolts.
Now I want to liquid in there.
Nah, just a belt here, hold on for the cousin. I'm out to one. Try that way. Last one, I will give me all them fucking problem here. Look this a kind of top this. Let's see if this can move now, bro. Drill the major drill the bolt right through and put a bigger thing on. I hope it's not breaking there.
We're going to heat up that yourself.
Now we heat it up, you can spin out the inside. Spin out the bolt.
You don't mean that thing there?
Yes?
Alanki?
No, not special thing.
Yeah, heat up that thing.
You can spin out Chico. Okay, I just heat it up. Crazy. Move. You can't heat that. If you heat that, you go soften it. Up where you're going and you go spin out. So you have to try to get a less heat from that. The technique. Put heat pan, you do like that one, yeah. It just comes soft and spin out. When you move, you can't do that. You go on a long time, bro. You put the heat that way, let all the thing expand. If you heat that, that expand.
The man will live over there, and he just come down from busy. We see your busy plate.
Yeah, man, you know. Yeah, shop and they can't fucking do like a thing like this. The thing is supposed to be not that thing. And then fucking shop on a machine shop.
When we wake up this man and I see car full of fucking snow boy, I say, where you fuck this boy?
Where all that snow come from? I might over me if I get heat up here. The oven. Living room hot like fire. You know you man downstairs that make it, boy. Wheat furnace now work. 2 weeks now. She showed me she turned on the furnace or oven downstairs from the kitchen, the whole fucking place hot downstairs. You see, really work? That can work. But we turn on the fucking furnace. The oven upstairs, whole fucking upstairs hot. 24 degree, 23 degree. You have to turn off your oven. And plus bring a heater in the living room. So we don't want to rush now because you go rush now, forget man to fix that and that's take money for you. If you ain't taking us buy new furnace.
Yeah, but how can you have on here? Yeah, change them.
Only thing with them tools are sometimes when you get them thing mess up your fucking tool. You can't fucking use them back again. Well, you got place them on 1 million, 1.7 million for a place. But a big fucking shop boy, full fucking garage with full fucking house, was spread with them tickle. Me gonna take that now. Me gonna take the money from the bank and buy that. But I good fucking business.
Yeah, I'm not right no more.
You not fucking gonna me? Me go fucking rent out the rest place then. 3 house. Hire a couple man for work and do the fucking right back. Springboard could go there too. Commercial place. Tired of what people boys.
It's hard to find people to work like that.
You'll find people, man. If you ever bring people from Vince, you'll find people. You're getting big time, man. Bring fucking Alamo. Find people and bringing people. You know, bringing fucking people who work. Yes, this is what I see. She both up. one they can't do. If they able to do them fucking kind of what this before you so you could do 10. It's looking small. Well, I got fried chicken, well, I got fucking rice. Sammy coming, I want to do tie shop out there.
Who?
Sammy, come see tie, boy, you want to do something else. Okay, that's good. The whole good still. Good boy. Yeah, that's one, so. But man, skin my penis. He said, boy, system a boss way. Well, that's the only how we have to skin it back. Can me tell him, man, I want the skin come off. Well, no, you fucking boy, see fucking pain in your ass, boy.
So we make them cut off if you know all this kid come out, son.
You know, I skin come off. I only minute tip it to get plenty extra skin with thin. So when if you get hard now you pull back, it tight still up there. So me just want a little piece come off. For you tap him and say he can't do that little piece, but you go do a little bit back so your penis can still cover down a little bit. You know what I mean? So time as you get hard, all the skin will come off like he back without skin, you know what I mean? Boy, I'm telling you, boy, you never fucking know going on. Pain in the fuck. And now me start to see kind of start to shape up now. We got pain and the swelling start to go down, boy. I'm telling you. But me say stitches bust me go just yesterday. Me say man, pull out the fucking piece of stitch in there, boy. You gonna leave that there fucking band up your penis with that fucking stitch there and bust? Pull them out there, man. Next thing that they corrupt in, you know, your penis will swell up, infect, and you don't know where you have to cut the penis like your fucking finger. Who find that thing there?
I'm fine, so ready, man. You know, I don't push bone.
You want to like us? Who's that?
You told me.
Why you bring people here?
Huh?
Close the door.
What you say? Why you bring the people?
Yeah. Look at you. Look what you do. You see? If you bring people here, give them instruction. Show them to do that. Don't press this one. Don't press this one.
The paper.
Huh? I'll do the paper now.
I do the paper now.
I gotta do it now. I was doing
Why?
your shit for you, man.
No time.
Well, I was doing your shit. You forgot? You leave that to do? Paper is easy stuff. Paper right there. 1 minute.
Since yesterday, you didn't finish.
No, I didn't do anything, huh?
Are you his brother?
Yeah, from another mother.
100%.
Why you warm it? This is, you can't warm it, you know, this one.
Nobody warm there. People warm here.
Yeah, look at this.
Doesn't matter. It's a motor. He don't do anything. What you talking about? I could spin this one for you right now.
That's okay, don't worry. Just give me with the paper now. I gotta go.
No, I have to do the paper. Don't worry yourself. You worry too much.
Oh, of course.
Look, I put the motor for you. Show you.
Look at this. I teach him this guy. Now he's doing good. He learned
This
look
one?
at this. Yeah.
I show you this, man.
Yeah, always you start to complain like
What you
this.
fuck around?
Look at this, see?
Shorted.
Shorted. He's burned.
This one have a trigger like this one, that one have a trigger with that when you plug it in.
Look at this. Like that. When he die, we're gonna give him the money. Now we have to give him the money. Yeah. Okay, you burn, eh? Work, eh?
Of course it will work. You have to plug in, and when they're in the angle to turn on that one, you can't just do it again.
You have like this? Another 1 volt?
Yeah.
You have it? The same?
But you need both?
3.
Well, look in this one, I have in that one. Yes.
You're not organized, so I.
Yeah, not for you organized. Come on. There's a pen.
I have to give him pen. Let me bring it from my garage. You gotta put like me, camera. People are gonna see outside.
Yeah, but that's okay.
I do it for you. You say no.
I know you're coming. Don't worry yourself.
Wow, you shrink, eh? This guy lose weight, eh? Did you see him?
Of course.
Why you left message like that? Fuck you, some lady.
For
What
you?
is this girl? Let's take the hospital. This girl, she's sick.
You have the pen in your thing? You have the pen?
No, I don't have it.
I have a pen this one.
Look at there's a voicemail. He left. Fuck you, fuck you.
I sent for you?
Yeah.
It's for you. I thought it was somebody else. Not for you. I sent the wrong person.